little high school basketball. I heard there was a huge, was it a Oriskany-Westmoreland game just this past weekend?
Yeah, on Saturday night. It's only Oriskany's second game. Remember, Oriskany was 27-0 last year, state champs, and Chris Mahoney did it, coach of the year in the state, obviously. And he comes back, Bill, with really only one player who had ever started a varsity game, and that's Ricky Phelps as a sophomore last year. And he only started last year because Seamus Lasher was hurt for about half the year.
Yeah.
And, then he wound up being a super six-man. Well, they come back with basically a brand-new team, and they're off to a 2-0 start. I mean, they beat Old Forge in their opener, and then they beat Westmoreland the other night 80-74.
Wow.
And with Ricky Phelps having a big game, Dean Mealy having a big game, and Ryan Enos, I think I've talked to you about him before, but he was a quarterback on Oriskany's football team, and a great all-around athlete. He's an all-state baseball player who blew out his knee, as a junior and didn't play football, came back this year, and I'm sure he's going to be an all-state quarterback at the Class D level. And, he suited up at Glens Falls last year in the Final Four, but but now he's playing again basketball, and the first time on the court. And I think he had 2 points in the opener, but the other night I think he had 23. I think he had 5 of Oriskany's 10 3-pointers. And Westmoreland's a good team. Luke Fretzel, I think, had 31 points for Westmoreland. And, it's a big rivalry. It's a Cider Street rivalry. And, it's a good sign for Oriskany. And I've got a feeling, and I'm part of the New York State Sports Writers Association who does the state rankings.
Yeah.
When the first state rankings come out, I just have a feeling that whether Chris Mahoney likes it or not, I've got a feeling until somebody beats Oriskany, they're still going to be number one in the state in Class D, even though they're all new faces, really.
Well, we
got to remember their program. Their JV was 19-1 last year,
and that's the key.
And he used the word fluke. When I talked to him during the week in the story I wrote about them after the opener, he said that we want to prove that our program that last year was not a fluke. So that's what they're out to do, and right now they're off to a great start.
When you hear of a high school team, it's like, well, but they were great last year, so that means they're going to be great this year. It's not always the case, but a program, when a program is really taken care of, there are bodies ready to move in and replace every single year, and it's a program that starts in some cases lower than the junior high level, but even in the Pee-wee, if you will, level.
Let's face it, Bill. Last year, Oriskany finally got over the hump, which means beat New York Mills. Remember their tradition there with Mike Gady, and before that, Mike Tomasetti. And, that's what they wanted to be. That's what Oriskany wanted to be, and they're headed in that direction right now.
All right, well, listen, any other family stories you want to share with us, Ron? Anything?
Geez, I better not. My mother might be listening, Bill. So.
Ron Moshier in the...
I just want to mention, Bill, Notre Dame, watch out. They're 4-0, and I think... that's the game I'm going to tomorrow night. Notre Dame at Proctor, a good old COL rivalry, Ryan Gokes at Notre Dame has them going. 3-point shooters galore. They're not real deep, I don't think, but they've got great players. Them and Waterville, watch out. They're both undefeated right now. And, hey, I don't know if you noticed, Rome Free Academy scored 100 points the other night against Whitesboro.
I did see that.
13 3-pointers. Had 13 3-pointers.
Wow.
And believe me, it's been years. It's been since the Buddy Evans era that RFA has been good in boys basketball, so I can't wait to see them in person.
Got a real hint that things are going to be it's going to be a really good year in high school basketball. So
I think so.
All right.
Bill.
Good stuff, Ron. Thanks so much. And
Thank you.
Read all about it in the OD. Ron Moshier, utica.od.com.